Okay, so in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make sure your references are in alphabetical order. So let's say you're working on a paper and an ongoing paper for that matter, week by week, whatever. You got module one and then you have module two. You're going to open up module one and start building on module two. And when you have a paper like that, in a case like this, you have to make sure your references remain in alphabetical order because you'll be constantly adding references to that particular paper. Or even a paper that you're building, period. If it's just one paper, you still have to make sure your references are in alphabetical order. So just to give you an example, when I was in grad school, basically what I would do is I'd find an article, while I would write, I would read, I would write, and then I would cite. When I would cite, put the in-text citation in the paragraph in the body of the paper, I come down here and I type in the reference. What I learned to do, and I used to try to manually try to keep them in alphabetical order. Well, Word will do that for you. There's a command, it's called the sort command. So in this case, I have some references here. They are rearranged. Obviously, they're not in alphabetical order. So I'm going to show you how to put them in alphabetical order correctly. But I do want to point out something that's critical that can happen when you're trying to do this. Make sure that your, like these DOI numbers, or if there's like a URL, that it's on the right line. If it's sitting on a line similar to this one by itself, let me see if it will allow me to move that one up. Now that one needs to stay where it is, but sometimes it could be, it could be something like this. It's a really good example. Make sure this is not sitting down here on this line by itself. If you do that and you use the sort command, then it's going to sort this individually by itself. Make sure it is on the correct line. That's the key. So watch this. First and foremost, we have what's called a quick access toolbar up here. And here's my sort command. I've already added it to my quick access toolbar. More than likely, you're not going to have that already on your quick access toolbar. How do you find that command? You're going to go right here where that drop down arrow is. Going to click on it, or down arrow. And then we're going to go down to more commands. It's going to open up to where we can access all the commands that are within Microsoft Word. There are hundreds of them that we are not aware of, that we probably don't even use for that matter. So we're going to click the drop down here and we're going to choose all commands. When we do that, it's going to populate sooner or later. It's going to populate in this little window, here it is, all the commands that are in Microsoft Word. That's a bunch of them. And you're going to scroll down and they're in alphabetical order and you're looking for sort. When you come across that command, when you see it, you can either double click and it'll add it over here, or you can click it once and then it's just the one that says sort. And then you can click add and it'll put it over here, and then we'll click OK. Okay. And when you do that, now we can come to your references. And basically, this is something. Let's say you've been typing your paper, right, and you've just been adding references down here, but you didn't put them in alphabetical order. That's fine. Remember, Word will do it for you. So we can just come down here. We're only highlighting just the references, and then we're going to come up here to the sort command. We're going to click it one time. It's going to open up a window. And here it is, and you don't have to change anything, just simply click OK. And there we go. Now your references are in alphabetical order. Be careful with your line spacing, because notice it kind of jumped down. That's because I was kind of doing something in the paper before. That may not happen when you do your sort command, but if it does, just make sure your line spacing is consistently double. I created another video for line spacing, and you can watch that one as well. All right, so hopefully this helped. This is the sort command. All right, I'll see you in the next video.